Hello! Welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to sit down, have a little get ready with me, get to know me. Since I am new, so you're probably like, what's your channel about? What will it be about? What are you gonna do? So I just have, on the side here I have my laptop, and I just have a bunch of new YouTuber like questions that I'll be going through. Let's get into this video. Like I said, this is gonna be more of like a me just like kind of talking and getting ready versus like actually showing you guys like what I'm doing with my makeup. Let's just get right into it. I'll have all the stuff that I used with like the colors that I put on my eyes down in the description box, so check there if you want like details on like what I was using. I'm wearing my Brits Blossoms. I just got them a day or two ago, so I'm gonna be wearing them in this video. Too bad, I don't care if you don't like it. I do. So we're gonna be wearing these. We'll get into the first question. What is your name and the name of your channel? So my name is Becky. Technically it's my nickname. My middle name is Rebecca. But growing up, my mom always called me Becky. She never called me like my legal name. Becky is what I go by, and the name of my channel is It's Becky's Vibe, and I chose that because I don't know, I'm all about the vibes, like positive vibes, clear vibes. I definitely care about like what kind of vibes someone is like giving off. If I am hanging out with them or it's like somebody new that I meet, like I definitely vibe off of your vibe. I don't know if that makes sense entirely, but if you know, you know what I mean. I just have always been also told that like people love my vibe, which like I haven't always like fully understood what people mean by that in all contexts, but like yeah, a lot of people that I've met are always just like, oh my god, like I love your vibe, like you've got such a great vibe. You know, I try to keep myself, you know, happy and vibing high and all that stuff, so maybe that's what it is. But that's basically why I chose to name this channel It's Becky's Vibe. Kind of like the meaning behind it, like I want to bring like a positive, like happy, inclusive vibe to YouTube. Talk about music and beauty and all things EDM and festivals and like raves, or like EDM music is definitely newer to me than most people, I would say, like that I've known, or like other people that I've been watching. Like a lot of people have like been in this scene for a really long time, and I feel definitely like newer to it. Like I started, the first rave I ever went to, I was 18, and I lived in Mountain View at the time. If you're in California, you know, Shoreline Amphitheater, and I went to Beyond Wonderland. That was my first 2-day festival in Mountain View at Shoreline, and I couldn't even tell you like who was on the lineup. You'll like insert a little thing here or something. That was the first rave that I ever went to, or I guess festival. It was so much fun. I honestly like went to that immediately, like fell in love with like the EDM scene and the culture, like everything about it. Like it was just so, everyone was so positive, so inviting and like welcoming, and it was constant like, oh my god, you look so pretty, or like everyone was complimenting like everybody, no matter if they knew you or not. Like they'd just be walking by, and I had literally like no idea about like anything before this like event. Like basically one of my friends, Jason, shout out Jason, was like, oh, like I'm going to this event, like you should come, like it'd be fun, I think you'd like it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And he like kind of started telling me like a little bit about the scene. His like sister was kind of into like making candy and like perlers, and so that was like my first encounter with candy, and like even really kind of finding out even a little bit about what that was. So like I was saying, my first rave was Beyond Wonderland, kind of the first time I like encountered candy and was like starting to learn about the culture and all of that jazz. And honestly, I just like fell in love, like love at first sight. I had the most amazing time. I met a lot of really cool people. It was just like so much fun to me. I just kind of like kept going after that. Like after that Beyond Wonderland, I think like a couple months later was when I went to my first like Just Above and Beyond concert. And I'm pretty sure it was here in San Francisco at the Bill Graham, and like fell in love. Like to this day, Above and Beyond is like my favorite DJ. I love the three of them. They are amazing. Like trance is amazing, so like I kind of fell in love with trance first, and then since then I've kind of like branched off and started getting more into like some dubstep, drum and bass, some melodic like dubstep, like just like a lot of different stuff. Like I love so much. Like Zeds Dead is like my next like favorite, like honestly in no particular order, but like Zeds Dead I love, Griz I love, Skrillex, like the list goes on and on and on. Like I fucking love EDM music, and I love like the vibe of like festivals and raves and shows. It fills my heart being at a festival or a show. Like even if it's like a concert but it's like an EDM artist, like the crowd and the people and the energy at all of these like events that we go to, they fill my heart. Like it makes me so happy. It's like what I look forward to. It has been probably one of the hardest things to not have any like live in-person shows for me, like during this whole, you know, Cutina, your girl has just been dying. Like I just like feed off of like being surrounded by like positive like energy and happy people, and like, and then I ended up going to EDC Las Vegas. At the time I had gone with an ex. It just was not the best experience for me. The people who I ended up going with and like spending the majority of my time with, amazing people, still my rave family today. Mucho Lit crew, shout out to y'all, love them. It was just the first time that I went to EDC was not the best experience for me personally. I went again when that crew, Mucho Lit, when two of them got married, and they got married at EDC, and that was when I went back and I just like fell in love all over again. And I was like, oh my god, this is like the best thing ever. I don't know why I didn't give it a second chance. Like I don't know, I was so unprepared going into my first EDC. I didn't even know about like YouTubers, or I don't even really know if there were any actual like content creators outside of like maybe like Cotton Candy at that time, like when I went to my first EDC. So like I just had no real like idea of how massive that event is. Like I was kind of just going in blind, not really knowing like what to expect, how I should prepare. I don't even think that when I went to this the first time, I don't even think I had like a camel pack. Like I was so unprepared. Like I had like a little tiny purse, and I was taking gum and like chapstick. Like that's all that I had going into like my first EDC, and I just was clearly like so unprepared. By the time that I decided to go back for my second EDC. Before I decided to go back for my friend's wedding, Enrique and Carol, love you guys. You guys are the best. Mom and dad. I like went back for their wedding, and I like invited my current boyfriend, and he came with us, and that was his first EDC, and I just like wanted to be a lot more prepared for that. So I like remembered how hot it was, just a lot of like the aspects of needing to have an actual like backpack with water in it, and there's refill stations instead of like having to go and buy like water from the different stands that are there and it costing like a fortune. I definitely had so much more fun the second time that I went, and I think it like reignited my fire of like wanting to go back to shows, going EDM artists and festivals again, and I just felt like home. Like literally feels like home. Like EDC is home to me. It's just like the best place on earth. Like adult Disney like on steroids. Like the best place on flippin' earth. I'm so glad that like I was able to get back into it, find my passion with it again. So anyways, I don't know, I definitely kind of went off on a little rant. I'll move on to the next question. Why did you start your YouTube channel? Kind of went into this a little bit in my first YouTube video, but basically like I've always loved YouTube. I've been watching makeup videos and started watching like Carly Bible. Like she's like one of the reasons why I know how to even do makeup in the first place is because I used to watch her all the time. The second a video would come out from her, like I was watching it. As well as just like a lot of other OG YouTube makeup YouTubers. I was watching a lot of them. Just like always thought about doing it, and then a lot of my friends have also been like, you should do it, you'd be really great at it, it'd be so much fun, it would be like, that'd be cool, and then I just like never did anything about it. I don't know, in like the last year, maybe like with quarantine as well, like definitely played a factor in everything, and I kind of like realized that I could do more than just makeup. I love makeup, and I think like one of the biggest things that's held me back from actually starting a YouTube channel is the beauty community on YouTube. Over the last couple of years, it's not been the best. I don't know, it's kind of turned me off. There's definitely a chunk of time where I just like kind of stopped watching YouTube videos because it was so like toxic to just like watch. That kind of just like turned me off from actually like taking this stuff, filming, and starting my YouTube channel. And then I found Emma and a few other people like Vibe with Aid and a bunch of the girls that I just met too, like in the class with Emma. Following them and seeing what they are doing and the content that they've been creating, I was just like, you know what, like I could do this and like bring my own spin to it, my own vibe, I guess you could say. So yeah, so I started my YouTube channel. I created a new like Instagram page for my content. I just want to like be able to kind of marry the two, like have beauty, do makeup videos, like show you guys how to do makeup videos. I am not a makeup artist, okay? Let's disclaimer, I have not ever taken like cosmetology, anything. Like this is all, I'm self-taught. I'm doing things that I've learned, that I'm learning still from other YouTubers. Like I am not like certified by any means, so you know, I think makeup is just so much fun to play with, and it's like an outlet for me, relaxing therapy. Like I love playing with makeup. It makes me feel amazing. So I wanted to take that and take the other passion of mine, which is EDM music, and bring those two together and build like a community of like amazing people who share a lot of the same passions or interests as me, and build a community. I feel like that's something that I've kind of lacked. Like I've always met people like at shows and passing, and occasionally like I've like exchanged like Instagram handles with those people, but I've never been able to like actually form a relationship or like build a community of like people who have a lot of the same interests as me. I have friends, but those friends that I do have, they're not as into like EDM music. Like they're very far and in between. Like I have some people who are like, yeah, like I'll go to a show, or like, yeah, I like this artist, or yeah, I like that, but they're not like in this community like as much as I would like to be. And so that's kind of another reason why I started this YouTube channel. I kind of want to build that community and have that sense of community with people who like share interests with. Yeah, I don't know, I'm still trying to kind of figure out like where I'm going to take this all. I just know that those are the two things that I want to marry and I want to bring to you guys in content. Okay guys, sorry about that. I just went and finished my eyebrows and my eye makeup off camera because it does not need to be that long. We're gonna jump back into some questions here. What will my YouTube channel be about? It's gonna be like just me like talking and sharing my passions with you guys, and from there I might like branch out and do some more things. I think definitely once we can go back to festivals and shows again, I want to vlog that. I want to bring you guys possibly reviews. I'm not really sure about that. We'll see if I start doing reviews and stuff. I do have like a normal job that's pretty demanding, so that job is like priority. This comes second to that. Also, I'm going to start doing my foundation. Overall, I think my channel is going to focus a lot on EDM, music, like what's coming, the state of EDM, like when do we get to go back to shows, what does going back to shows look like. I want to help you guys navigate it as I'm learning and like figuring out how to navigate it all as well. And I want to build very inclusive, like plur mentality, like community where we can all like chat and talk and get to know each other and share information and learn from each other. Like I want to do a lot of those things on this channel. It's gonna be a lot of makeup. I'll do my makeup, I'll show you guys how to do makeup, I'll show you guys different rave outfits and ways to style them. That's something that I like want to do. Like I feel like I suck at it. Like I feel like I'm the type of person, like before quarantine when we were really starting to go to like shows more consistently and festivals more consistently and trying to branch out and go to new things that weren't just like EDC Las Vegas. And I feel like for those things I was just like buying a new outfit for like every single thing. Every once in a while I was like interchanging some of the things that I did have, but I want to kind of like find new things. Like I was like one of those people who like I thought the only thing there was for like rave clothes was like stuff that you could find like in a boutique like here in San Francisco, for example, or like I Heart Raves. Like I didn't really know about like a lot of these like much smaller businesses that are like, you know, women run, owned, CEO. There are some boss ass small business owners that are on Instagram and Etsy and places like that that do rave fashion or accessories, and I want to bring you who those people are and also buy more from them than like these fast fashion or big like brands. I want to find new things and show you guys how to style things and reuse things that are like really good high quality stuff. That's another part of like what I would like to do with this channel, as well as like my Instagram. I hope you want to see that content. Definitely somebody who like I'm not gonna bullshit. Like if I don't like something, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna recommend it. If I did like it, I'm gonna recommend it. Like for example, there are a lot of makeup things that are very expensive and people like spend a lot of money on them because they're told by a lot of bigger beauty like influencers that they should buy it, and I've been that person who has like consumed things because I've been told to by other big YouTubers, and there's definitely a lot of things that I've tried that I'm just like, well, that was not worth the like $45 to $60 something that I was told. So I don't want to do any of that. I want to be transparent and honest and give you guys my real feedback on things that I do and do not like. I want to like have conversations about different music and what you guys are into. I want us to have like a little community in like the comment section. I would like to bring the hope back to, I would just want to kind of have that feeling of having faith in humanity again. I feel like we've really lost that, and I miss that about being able to go to shows and raves and meeting people that are just awesome. You know, just so loving, so giving. I was just listening to Renee. She has her podcast Best Candy Ever. You guys should definitely check her out. She will be linked below. And she was talking about like why her like first video ever for like Best Candy Ever, or first podcast episode I should say, and she was like talking about how much she loved getting and receiving candy and just like that whole experience and like the plur, everything that's behind it. And I was just like, yeah, like that resonated so much with me because I felt like that's how I felt like when I was getting into the scene, and like when people would give me, when I was not making candy, like when they would give me like these really intricate and like amazing bracelets, and like you could see the love and like time that they put into that, and they just like give it to you, you know, like it's like so crazy, and it's something that I miss so much. Like I don't know, it was just like the best feeling ever. So I feel like I'm kind of just like rambling at this point. I'm sorry, and I'm like all over the place. I'm working on having more of a structure to this. Like, give me some time, people. I'm getting there. I'm well aware of the things that I need to change and get better at. I just like need to start doing them. So I'm gonna go and finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back. I've already done my entire face, my contour, highlight. I did setting powder. I really love I use the Club Daddy Static John collab, the Big Glow for the highlight, and I love it. Like, it looks so good. To be honest, everything was kind of all over the place because I was also just like playing with new makeup that I just got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't want it to be a million years long. But if there's any other topics that you guys would like to see from me, want to hear me talk about, any makeup looks that you want me to try, anything like that, please leave a comment down below. I will be down there interacting with you guys, getting to know you guys. Definitely leave a comment down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video with anybody who you think would like my content or like the makeup that I did or anything. Please share this video with somebody that you're close with who you think would enjoy this. Thank you guys for spending whatever amount of time this is with me. I really look forward to the next video. Thanks, guys.
Say hi to the people, Bubs. Hi, YouTube.